Well, good evening, everyone. This is J. Michael Smith in Tyler, Texas. Wishing I was in that background, though, and in Maui, Hawaii. That's the Kihei Canoes. I used to be a member of the Kihei Canoe Club and used to get up at 5 a.m. every day and go out and paddle. But we have a great show for you tonight. A great panelist here, Miss Claudia, is my favorite. And, of course, Dave Daughtry is also with us this evening. I'm going to start off tonight, and then we're going to kind of share with you some information, who we are and what we're doing this year and who we work for and all about our lives. My story, I have been blessed. I was blessed with a 35-year career in the restaurant industry. And for the 25 of that 35, I actually owned and operated my own restaurants with a group of partners. In 1987, we moved to Maui, Hawaii. And on a shoestring prayer, we had little kids, real little kids, opened a small cafe and rolled our sleeves up and just went to work. And we're blessed with building a lifestyle for ourselves and family on Maui. We had great mentors in learning everything that taught us how to run restaurants and how to run restaurants in the right way. But anyway, that restaurant company, over a 30-year period, we opened 7 restaurants in Hawaii and Colorado. And I was just a great career. 2008, fast forward, I was introduced to network marketing and quickly understood, being an independent businessman, I quickly understood network marketing business model. It made sense to me. It was more about building people. And in 2008, at the heat of the recession, when our restaurants were slowing down because of recession, we started a new company, marketing products and services, and it just took off too. But we understood it was a totally different model than building restaurants. It was people building people. And as we've evolved over the last 7-10 years with this new digital world, a digital economy with the internet, and you can now sell products from the internet with an iPhone, with your iPhone and a laptop. You can build a multi-million-dollar business from anywhere in the world as long as you have Wi-Fi and phone service. But fast forward, guys, I'm going to share some information to you about a product. Let me share my screen here real quick and run through this and tell you a little about who we are and what we do on a daily basis. It's doing life with For Life differently with For Life. And our company is a 20-year-old company. We've have an array of products, over 100 products, and we simply share them, share our products, share our knowledge about the products. Most of us, not most, 99.9% take the products, and it makes a wonderful benefit to us on a health basis, word of mouth advertising. This statement is not something we just write down because it sounds good. We believe in together building people. What I found out as I joined this group of people, our team and the team of For Life, we live this every single day. This is what makes us different, or makes my industry different, my business different than my restaurant business. In my restaurant business, yes, I had wonderful employees, and I had to build employees and nurture them and teach them and train them and reward them and build and grow the restaurant business so that my employees and ourselves could earn income. But it's a different building then. We're building restaurants versus building a network marketing company. We build people. We encourage people. The more people we touch and grow, whether it be here in Tyler, Texas, or in Toronto, Canada, or San Diego, where Dave is, or Nairobi, Kenya. It's about people building people. And that's what we love about this type of business, and what I love about it versus the restaurant business. And I still love the restaurant business, a whole different world though. Science, success, service is the 3-legged stool that we have built our company on. We are a scientific research company, a multi-million-dollar laboratory in Salt Lake City with doctors, microbiologists, PhD scientists, and these doctors and scientists work daily to work on our products from a scientific standpoint. We are a scientific research company. Very successful company, 20 years old, 20 consecutive years, well, 19, we're starting our, well, no, it is 20 years of consecutive growth. We have sold over $3 billion worth of our primary product that I'm going to go over in just a second, which is transfer factor. That's what makes us different. Our product, we have the exclusivity on this product, exclusive transfer factor immune system support. It builds our immune system. Dave, who's going to speak with us later, can speak to this in much more detail after 20 years of actually taking the product and using the product. But it recognizes and responds and remembers to attacks on our body, from viruses to sicknesses to the common cold to allergies. And the transfer factor is what makes us different. And again, we've sold over $3 billion in the past 20 years, all around the globe. 5 US patents, 36 international patents, one of the fastest growing companies in the world. We're debt free. Google, just Google transfer factors are for life and see what they come up. Here's an interesting statistics. Wellness, 3.7 trillion, that's a T. Weight management, billion. Healthy aging, billion. Healthy aging, I represent the baby boomers. I'm 66, I'll be 67 this year. So I'm representing the baby boomers. There's millions of us that are excited about staying healthy through our senior years. Skincare, 115 billion. And folks, we are in all 4 of these. All 4 of these we have access to touch and build. And that's why I believe we had 20 consecutive years of growth in a profession that grows rapidly anyway. Network marketing is the best opportunity, I believe, on the planet today. Immune science experts, I touched on briefly that. We do have doctors that have been with us 20 years, scientists, microbiologists that work in that laboratory and in our corporate office. We manufacture our products in America and ship them around the world. We have corporate offices in 25 countries. This is our proprietary product, For Life Transfer Factor. It was discovered. I'm not going to spend a lot of time tonight on the science of this product. We'll get you all the information you need for this product, but rest assured, this product and what transfer factors do to our bodies is just amazing. And it's from the science. It was discovered in 1949 and in the United States, and it just continues to evolve. It just offers nature's wisdom. We get transfer factors from our mother's breast milk, and it's transferred to us naturally. But as we grow older and are exposed to toxins and everything in the world that we are exposed to as we grow, we lose that immune system strength. And this is what transfer factor can do for us. We also, as I mentioned, in health, one of the 4 industries was weight management. We have one of the best, if not, I believe the best, because it has transfer factor in it. So it's different. Our protein powder, I'm going to show it to you in just a second. These products are just amazing. ProTF, we have a 30-day accelerator system for both men and women. And as you know, right now, January, February, March, these are the months that all of us decide we've had enough with too much weight, and we're going to cut some weight and get back in shape. And I think that I believe, I'm not mistaken, and Dave can speak to this. He owns a gym in San Diego. January is the #1 month for memberships, and it skyrockets. And come February, March, of course, some people just don't stick with it. But if you stick with it, these products that we have can help you in so many ways. Every one of those products in there is exclusive. Some are patented, and others are patent pending. But these products are amazing because they have transfer factor in them. The transfer system, it's again just for men and women. Our protein powder is it's called ProTF. The transfer factor in it, exclusive. Here's some quick, we've had hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of people that have transformed their bodies over 30, 60, 90 days and maintain a new lifestyle of proper, I don't like to use the word diet because it's not a diet, it's a proper lifestyle of proper eating, exercise, and supplementation to move through. We have energy sticks, natural energy sticks. This product alone, I can't remember the actual numbers, but if you look at every single checkout counter you go through, whether it be the gas station or your local supermarket, checking out, you look to your left or right, you're going to see the energy drinks. Ours are the healthy ones. This product is one of our top selling products, and I use this every single day. Just another example of what we are and what we do. 6 ways to earn. We have different, and we can earn in so many ways. But these 6 particular ways, we have trainings on how to teach you to accomplish every one of these 6. If you choose to build through this, if you just want to do 1 or 2 of them, that's fine too. You can build a great second income and build up to a primary income. Quick example though. There you are in North America, right in the center there. It's probably Denver, Colorado, where I used to live. And 6 times the accelerator packs. You sell 6 accelerator packs, $30. Not a lot of money, but it's a start. As you can see, then you start moving around. You opened your 6 there. The 6 then start moving. All of a sudden, you've jumped to the United Kingdom. You might have jumped to Colombia or Brazil or Australia, or to any of the other 50 states in Canada, if you just want to build in this country. 36, $1,170. Keeps on growing. 216, 4,968, total $168, 6,000 on a monthly basis. Will that take time? Absolutely. Will that take you days, weeks, months? You can build this at your pace, but those are numbers as an example of what can happen in marketing our products around the world through the internet. We have a 4Life products that you can earn free through our 4Life loyalty program. The lifestyle is just wonderful. What again separates me, yes, I was blessed to have my restaurants on the island of Maui. And so I was living a wonderful lifestyle in a beautiful place on our planet then. But now I'm not tied to that brick and mortar restaurant. With an iPhone and an iPad or a laptop, I can build a global network from anywhere in the world. I can be in Rome, Italy, Brazil, Rio de Janeiro, anywhere in the world. Nairobi, Kenya. We have an office in Nairobi, Kenya, and we're building in East Africa now. But we have just creating wonderful, meaningful, lasting relationships. Remember, we're about people building people. We're creating new relationships, and new ones come on from all over the country, all over. You're just in your backyard, and we gain the opportunity to help others. That's the third part of our leg, is helping others. And this is one of the things that really convinced me when I was looking at joining this company a few years ago, when Dave Daughtry was sharing this information that I'm sharing with you today. He was sharing with me. When he started talking about the opportunity to help others through our foundation, our nonprofit foundation, which is another leg of our corporate foundation, through Feeding Children programs, our Fortify program. In the last 7.5 years, we have fed close to 6 million malnourished children around the world in South Central America, United States, and in Philippines. And we continue to grow that. But we also have orphanages, and it's just amazing what we do on the service side, the humanitarian side, because we have sold $3 billion of product to distributors. We are able to give back to the world and the planet. And that's what I really got to admire. So you can find your true purpose and meaning. I love giving back. I love helping people. And I do a lot of ministry work in Africa, in Ethiopia and Uganda. And hopefully here we'll start doing some work in Kenya soon. Who will support you in this? Well, number one, we start with just the 3 of us on this call tonight, but you will have step-by-step online training. We have 4Life University, but more importantly, you'll get personal, and I wish they'd made this personal mentor plural. You'll get more personal mentors than you'll start telling people to slow down if you want, because we are a team of people building people, as I said, every single day, and you will not be left alone in learning how to build a business and build and sell our products. We have our team is in more than 100 countries. We've sold products led by Dave and his beautiful wife, Gabriella. We're going to continue to grow. You really kind of have 3 options when you look at this. First thing I would just tell you is like a quick 5-step get started and become part of our team. The person that invited you onto this webinar can help you do that really easily, or if you need help, that we can get on a 3-way call and help you get on that. But you have 3 options. You can be a business developer, as the 3 of us are, that we've chosen to build a large business. We are business builders. You can be a retailer and just sell our products. Really simple to sell those energy sticks, the ProTF products, particularly these next 3 months through the health craze of new resolutions. Or you can become a customer. And the customer part is just as important. Many, many people start in as a customer and quickly realize there's an opportunity there to build a big business, and they move over to the business developer side. But whatever of these three you choose to do, I would encourage you to get your questions answered and get on board. Again, 5 quick, easy steps. You can do this in about 10 minutes. We can walk you through that. Does it work? Yes, it does, of course, and that's highlighted there if you work. Work is work, folks. And again, with the mentorship and the training we have, and just the weekly training calls, live webinar calls, personal trainings, we can teach you what you need to do to reach whatever goals you want, whether it's an extra 500 a month, extra 5,000 a month, or 50,000, whatever it is, the way you dream in goals and want to build goals for your family, we can show you what you have to do. These numbers, folks, are actual average yearly commissions that we're required to actually post in our income disclosure statement. It's on our website. You can go to our website, scroll down, and get the income disclosure sheet. These happen to be for 2016. Since we just started, we're 2 days into 2018, the 2017 numbers will be out, I would assume, in the next couple of weeks or months. And well, this slide will have to be updated. But these are the average yearly commissions for the different rank positions. Diamond, you can get to this position very easily with ease. I should say not easy, simply. You can get to all these levels with simple guidelines. It's not easy, it's work. Presidential Diamond, 33,000. And you can see the numbers here. And these are actual numbers from 2016 that the individuals in our team earn on an annual basis. And Dave Daughtry, who's going to speak here in a few minutes, he happens to be our Platinum International Diamond on our team, and he can speak to this a little bit more as well. The benefits, as I said, it's more about just doing life differently with For Life. If you're looking to make a change, if you're looking to make a change in your life, to grow, there is not a better time in the nature of the economy of North America, well, the globe actually, whether you're in Europe, but we're focusing on North America this year and building the 50 states and Canada. And there is tremendous opportunity. I'm here in East Texas, in Tyler, Texas, population 150. There's probably 350,000 within the 25-mile radius around me. I can ask 100 folks if they've ever heard of this company, and they say no. 99% will say no. But more importantly, the company speaks for itself. It's indisputable. Do your own research. Do your own look at it. Go into our websites. Read about it, look at the scientists, do your own due diligence on the company. You're going to find it's the right company. But more importantly, the team that you're going to be joining, the For Life family of builders and distributors, or the team you're going to join, the team of the person that invited you to look at this. Our team is Gabriella, and she is building in Toronto, Canada, but she's building all over the world actually, but she's in Toronto, Canada. We work together almost on a daily basis. I love working with her. She's like-minded. She and I think alike. I'm the baby boomer. She's the, I don't know what generation you are, Claudia. You'll have to tell me. I can't, is that an X or the Z? I can't remember, but I know you're a couple decades younger than I am. You have a young child, and I can remember when my young boy was your age, but today he's 32. But anyway, Claudia, I'm going to introduce Claudia. She lives in Toronto, Canada. She's passionate about this. She's had a career in our profession for many, many, many years, and is building a wonderful, wonderful business. And let's just go to Claudia and take her away.
Thank you, Mike. Okay, yes, it's super exciting. I'm actually also putting this in a live video. That's why I'm holding the phone. It looks a little weird. It looks like a microphone, but it's actually a live video. And so I only have, before I introduce our great leader, one thing to say, which is time freedom. This is the business that allows any and every person to get back what no money can buy, which is time. Oh, oh, sorry. My mom is trying to put Mateo to sleep. I was just checking what was happening. So give me a second. ¿Todo está bien? Okay, something happened in the washroom. Sorry, guys. So actually, it works for what I was saying because I never thought, 10 years ago or 20 years ago that I could be actually be doing my business from my home. So I know that so many women and so many families actually have to get home and see their children already asleep or they don't have enough time to share with them. I get the opportunity every morning by doing network marketing to take my child to the school bus, to say goodbye to him and make sure that we wave. And then in the afternoon, I get to pick him up most of the days, if not my mom, but most of the time I make sure that I'm picking him up and taking him to his, we have swimming on Mondays, we have skating on Tuesdays, and so what happens is that time freedom is what it's about. So this is not sorry, it's just that I am actually opening For Life toothpaste, one of those amazing products that we have for Mateo. And so I can't do this. Here, Mateo. Thank you, sweetheart. Good night. Thank you. And so again, this is just an incredible opportunity for me to be able here hosting this webinar and knowing that my child can say goodnight to me. And there is nothing that I wanted more. So I had an amazing job, and it was a job that also allowed a lot of freedom for family, but I was also very worried and I was also very stressed. And so in order to take a lot of the stress off, what I did is I made the very tough choice of quitting what a lot of people would call the perfect job so that I could go full time into network marketing. And I have not regretted it for 1 second. This is the most incredible career path for me as a woman because, as I said, what I was trying to buy back in my life was time. So, Mike, I actually don't mind sharing that I am 45 years old. And my child is 6 years old, which actually, that is the reason I said, this is the only one I'm going to have, and I better give him the time that he deserves to be raised properly, the time that he deserves. I have a very good friend. I went to a New York For Life meeting a year ago, and I have a friend from high school, and he is a children's psychiatrist from Mount Sinai in New York. And I asked him, what is the biggest cause of children coming to you? And he said, lack of time from parents at home. And I went like, I just knew I had made the right decision when I did this. And so this is my invitation. If people are, before when I had the job and in my previous life, I was more driven towards money. I need a bigger house, I need a bigger car, and I know I can get all of that, but it's not my priority right now. My priority is my child. My priority is being home, making sure that things are being taken care of. And so this is what I have acquired in the past few years, which is a certain peace and a certain it's a blessing to be able to go to his concerts and everything that he wants me to be at. So, 15 days ago, we drove to Florida. We went to Disney, and I got to do this meeting 15 days ago from Florida, from my phone, at my cousin's house, which was wonderful. I was visiting family. I was sharing with them the amazing opportunity that I have. And at the same time, I was still working. So that's what this is about now. And this is the greatest part. 15 days prior to that, I was in Hawaii, and I was also hosting 2 webinars from Hawaii. And as Michael said, we are opening just lines everywhere. And so we're working very hard to open a Hawaiian line. And so in my previous job, I could have never asked for, I took 15 days for Hawaii, and I took another 13 days for Florida. So that's 28 days, oh my God, that's a lot of time, of the month on vacation. And it was a working vacation. And I could never have done that in my job, or I think a lot of jobs would not really allow you to leave for 23 days. But this is my work. This is my passion. This is what I do. And so that leaves me just ready to introduce the great man that leads this team, the DNA team. And it's an amazing, incredible man. He came to Toronto to meet with us a few years back, and I just knew that I was just in the right team. This man not only has led thousands and thousands of people to the great opportunity, but many of them, not a handful, many of them are top leaders or earning more than $500,000 a year, and several of them, more than two handfuls, $1 million a year. So I said to myself, this is the kind of team I want to be in. This is the kind of man that I want to be led by. And so my pleasure is to introduce my leader, Platinum International Diamond, Dave Daughtry.
Thank you, Claudia. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you perfect.
Okay, great. Thank you for that introduction. And I love hearing stories like your story. You know, we all have our reasons why we got involved in network marketing. And one of the things I find interesting is that nobody, at least that I know of, went to network marketing college. Nobody actually got out of high school and said, I'm going to get a degree in network marketing. So this is something that we've all just come across, really, and we've learned ourselves. And I love the fact that we're building something. And there's so many things that we're talking about this evening I want to touch on. But before I get into that, I want to mention the purpose of these Tuesday calls. We're going to be building these up. And so these are meant to be for brand new people, to bring them on so they can get a feeling for who we are, what is For Life is all about, what we're all about, the type of support that they will get. And so we want it to be informative. We want it to be entertaining at the same time, because people come on, you want to have fun. So I'm sure we'll have guests, we'll have videos, there'll be things we'll be showing. In fact, we were talking before this webinar where we're looking at doing polling and things like that. We're asking people, you know, certain topics, let's say what they may want to hear, things like that. So, but these calls on Tuesday are designed to be for the new person to learn about For Life and then make a decision. Now, first exposure happens many ways. What I mean by first exposure is when someone is first exposed to For Life and Transfer Factor. And so that happens in many ways. I want to share with you a story because I was talking to Jim Michael earlier, and my dentist is out in Texas. And I was out there a little over a year ago. I went out and had him take a look at me and just have a little bit of work done. And we talked about Transfer Factor. Now, I exposed him to it, so I planted a seed. Well, Jay Michael was the one that followed up, because Jay Michael lives out in Tyler, Texas, and Dr. Evans lives out that way. And Dr. Evans and I, we became friends. And Jay Michael went and met him and Judy. And to what I understand, Judy, congratulations, because Judy's the one that did a lot of the talking to Dr. Evans. And so this is networking, you guys. I'm trying to paint a picture for you as to how this works. You see, this isn't about going out and trying to sell people something. This is simply about sharing something that you enjoy, you like, you're excited about it. It becomes part of who you are, and it becomes part of your DNA. And that's how it is with me. That's how it is with Jay Michael and Judy, Claudia, and hopefully all of you that are listening. And Gabby, I know Gabby should be listening as well. Gabby's the same way. So I was the one that planted the seed and exposed Dr. Evans. Jay Michael's the one who looks like is going to come back and harvest that seed that was planted. That's going to happen to all of us in our careers, where we plant seeds, others harvest them, others may plant seeds, and we harvest them. That's what we call critical mass, saturation, if you will. Enough people hear about it, enough people then make a decision, and by the time you've gone through everybody out there, I'll give you an example. If you mention Amway, great company. If it wasn't for Amway, there may not be any other network marketing company, because they were the ones that laid the groundwork to make this a legal business and legal industry. A lot of questions were asked in the beginning. So, we owe it to that company. But they're also a dinosaur of a company with an ancient pay plan, and things have changed. Times have changed. And so, we owe it to those companies that have made this a solid industry. But at the same time, when I look at For Life, I look at everything we have with today's environment. We talked about baby boomers earlier, and I want to mention millennials. Times are changing. Millennials now have $1.5 trillion of debt they have to pay back from school loans. All right. And so the baby boomers are getting older, and there's less millennials and baby boomers. So they're going to have to take care of the baby boomers as they get older. You know what? They don't want to. All right. So now those people, they're going to learn about network marketing because there aren't many choices out there. So you guys, what I'm trying to tell you is this whole industry is going to go into what's called momentum. For Life, we've barely scratched the surface. You could go talk to 100 people out there. You're lucky to find one or two that have heard of For Life and Transfer Factor. Yeah, we're doing a lot of business around the world. We're in 24, 25 countries now with corporate presence, and we do business in 150 countries, but we're really just starting. And I love the fact that we diversified quickly. So the one story I wanted to share with you tonight was the story of Dr. Evans. The second story that I want to share with you has to do with my doctor, who I just got back from seeing. I've been going there once a week to have acupuncture done. I'm doing some acupuncture. And I was there 2 weeks ago, and I was sitting in the lobby, and all of a sudden, this lady walked out with her daughter, and she mentioned Young Living and essential oils. Well, I'm a networker. It's who I am. It's what I do. It's in my blood. So as soon as I heard Young Living, which I know the company well, I said to her, and I don't even know this woman, I said, great company. And I didn't even have time to get out another word. And she looked over at me. She goes, oh, you're familiar with essential oils. And I said, my company, now that's the key word right there. I said, my. I didn't say I represent a company. I didn't say, oh, I work with the company. I didn't say I'm a distributor for a company. I said, my company, because I am For Life just as much as David Lisenby, to be honest with you. That's how I feel, just as much as Steve too, okay? In fact, David Lisenby is a founder, but I have to say that for most of the people that work there, really for them, it's a job. Whereas I have a contractual agreement with For Life. Under contract, we're partners. We're business partners. So when I mentioned that to this lady, Young Living, she said, essential oils. I said, my company. Guess what she asked? What company is that? I'm glad she asked. It opened up a door for me to talk to her. So the point I'm trying to make is network marketing is simple. Now, having said that, that doesn't mean it's easy. Some people find these things actually a bit difficult because they might be shy or timid for whatever reason, and they're just not, and I'm not an extrovert, by the way, you guys. I need everybody to know I am not an extrovert, and Gabby can attest to this. When we go out places, I keep quiet, but when opportunity arises, I open my mouth because it's my job. It's what I do. If I was a singer, I'd get up on stage and I'd open my mouth and sing. I wouldn't just stand there and look at everybody. So the point is this. We're starting a new year. If you really want to be a networker, get into the habit of networking. That means every day you do something with your business. Every day for 20 days. All right? I say every day because that will make it a habit. And if you do it for 20 days, the next day cannot go by without you thinking about that. Then you'll make a conscious decision, yes or no. You forced yourself for 20 days. Now it's a habit. You have to decide whether or not you're going to accept that. For me, it's a habit. So if I'm talking to people, it's going to come out of my mouth somehow, some way. What I do could be the shirt I'm wearing. I'm wearing a ProTF shirt right now. People ask me now and then, what's ProTF? I get asked questions all the time. My license plate, I got lucky. I'm in California. A lot of people. My license plate says ProTF. You know how many people come up in the gas station? They say, nice car. Because I drive an i8. I didn't have an i8 in the beginning, but now I do. So it's a little bit of a magnet. People ask me what ProTF is. I'm glad you asked. So you can get people to ask you questions too. So how wonderful would it be for you to be talking to people that you know, exposing them to 4Life and Transfer Factor, not pressuring them, but telling them you've joined this family and you're inviting them to take a look at this family we call 4Life. It's not a job. We're sharing some information. We're sharing a product. We're sharing a lifestyle. They either will want to be part of it or they won't. And maybes are fine too. Maybe it just means, hey, let's talk tomorrow. Great. Or let's talk in a week. All right. People change their minds. I can't tell you how many people I talked to in the beginning. They weren't distributors. They didn't sign up the first year. Today, most of them that I know are now 4Life distributors. They're a part of the family. So we all need to, and this includes me. My New Year's resolution is to go back to my roots in the early days, get back out and hustle and do what I was doing in the beginning. Now, having said that, it's more difficult for me than most of you. Why is that? Because I'm like the guy in the circus that's juggling. I apologize. I'm looking at myself talking. I should be looking at the camera. I'm like the guy in the circus that spins those plates, and he gets his plate spinning, and then he runs to the next plate and gets it spinning, and then he has to go to the next plate, and then you got to go back to the first plate and keep it going, and the second one. Pretty soon you got 5 and then 10, and you're running back and forth, keeping all these going. That's what I do. So to keep all these plates spinning, whether it's Kenya, as J. Michael mentioned earlier, or Claudia up in Toronto in Canada, or Hawaii, where they're building a leg out there, a downline out there, wherever it may be, those are the plates you've got. So I'm not saying you physically have to be out there, but you've got to be giving them attention. So that means that you're going back and forth doing this, talking to your people. You know what? It's actually fun. You're building relationships. You're building your 4Life family, your team. It's fun. And it is simple, but it also is work, meaning that you do have to put on your thinking cap a bit. You talk to people, so that means you're going to develop skills, your story. You're going to develop how you talk to them. You're developing your social skills, your leadership skills, your entrepreneur skills, all these things you develop. And as it was mentioned earlier, it does take a little time, but you know what? It doesn't take that long. I see these millennials going to college for 4 years. College doesn't pay them a penny. They fork out a lot of money to go and learn something and end up not even getting a job in the field that they chose and wanted to work in. So if you do this for 4 years and you focus on it and you study like you did in college, or if you are in college, my point is, can you imagine what you would learn, how far ahead you would be, as opposed to just sitting in a classroom listening to someone lecture? Here, you get to earn while you learn. So you get to go out and apply these skills. You get to go out, everything that you hear, you can say, you know what, I'm going to try that. Dave and Claudia and J. Michael or Gabby or Judy, they said this, I'm going to try it. Now, not everything works for everybody because we're different. That's what makes us human beings. So something may work for Claudia that she finds, she's got it dialed in. It works great for her. It could be something like social media. She could be a pro at it. J. Michael was in the restaurant business. When I talk to him, it's obvious he has amazing social skills and people skills. I would bet in the restaurant business, he met a lot of people as a restaurateur and talking to people, whether they were at trade shows or conventions, or he was buying things for his restaurant, but he met a lot of people. So he developed those skills. We've all developed skills in our fields of work over our lifetime. Use those strengths as you network and then build upon the ones that you need to work on. I know people that are petrified to get up on a stage. You know what? So was I. The first time I spoke in front of a group, this is honest truth, I thought I was going to pee my pants. I was so scared. But you know what? That meeting, as bad as it might have been for the audience, it was the best meeting of my life because it changed my life. It made me realize that if I could do one, I could do two. Pretty soon it became every week I was doing them, and now it's just habit. So I ask you the question, could you walk when you were born? I don't think so. Did somebody actually have to give you a book to learn to walk? I don't think so. Did somebody have to lecture you on how to walk? I don't think so. You learned it. You figured it out. And every time you fell down, guess what? You got back up. Why? Because it's in your DNA to do so. Now, I understand that there are some that can't do that because they were born a certain way. But the point is, as human beings, we don't give up. Now, what happens as we get older? For some reason, we do choose to give up. I'm telling you, don't. Why? There's too many people surrounding you that are in this family we call For Life that are moving forward. We're building, and we're doing it as a team. And we're inviting you to come with us and build with us. Not that you have to do it all. Do it with us. We won't do it all for you. We don't expect you to do it all. We do it together. That's what this is about. So these Tuesday night calls, these are for brand new people. Tonight I'm doing a little bit more storytelling than normal because I think pretty much I would guess that most people are actually distributors already. If you're new, get with the person who invited you to learn more about For Life, about Transfer Factor, what it is, what it does, how it works, and how you can change your life networking and take advantage of this opportunity. Why? Because if you're interested in financial freedom, helping other people, being rewarded from your efforts, really rewarded, if you enjoy watching other people succeed while you succeed, if you like the philosophy of working in a team and not just doing it all by yourself, I can't think of one negative thing I've said so far. My point is this. That's what we have here. But the only thing that is required by you is your desire. So if you have a strong desire, you're coachable, meaning you're willing to do what's taught, not just sit there and listen, but actually take action. I promise you, this year will go by. At the end of 2018, you will be blown away and amazed by what you accomplish, as long as you stay involved. Why? Involvement creates commitment. If you're not involved, you're not engaged. That means you're inactive, therefore out of sight, out of mind. Okay? Stay involved, stay engaged, work with us as a team. All right? It's not a race, it's a marathon. All right? We're running together, but it's easier to run with 1,000 than carry one. So as we run, get in, run with us. Have fun doing it. Learn. Knowledge creates confidence. Confidence will create action, and that will create your results. So we're going to be doing these, as I said, every Tuesday, focused on opportunity mostly, which will be talking about the company, about the product, about the opportunity. And I have to say, J. Michael, the one slide you showed of the incomes, I was looking at that. I was wondering, where did he get that? Because that is spot on. I've been with For Life now in my 20th year, and I joined the company the first year they opened, which, by the way, people say that's the best time to join. No, it's not. It's the worst time to join. All right? Nobody cares. Nobody wants to listen to you. It's a startup company. They wonder if it's going to get off the ground. That's not. But it takes a strong person, and we willed it. We made it happen, and here we are today. So these are about opportunity, product, about also For Life, the company, inviting new people so they can come on here, they can listen, they can learn, and take advantage of us. Those of us that have been involved for so long, you need to use us. In fact, abuse us if you want, because we're here working for you, all right? And I can tell you right now, those incomes you saw earlier, yes, Gabby and I are platinums, and yes, we do earn that kind of money, but it didn't start that way. We went through Diamond, Presidential Diamond. I remember those days. I remember the first $3,000 check I got and the $5,000 check I got. And then when I hit 10,000, and I remember one time at an event in Mexico City, somebody passed around the room a piece of paper, and they said, write down your dream goal. My dream goal when I joined network marketing at the age of 21, almost 22, I put $100,000 in a month. That was always my goal. I never made it in my 20s. I got close. I got up into the 80,000 range. Never do 100. So when Gabby and I hit that goal in For Life, it was like a magical moment. It was like a milestone for us. And that was a long time ago, by the way. So the point is, what I'm trying to make is this. We've been through each of those steps. I know many, 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 many distributors at each of those levels, and those incomes are spot on, all right? So I encourage you, again, get in, take advantage of these meetings on Tuesday nights, have fun doing it. Next week, let's have more people on. So I'm going to give you all a challenge. It's New Year's. Let's all have at least one new guest next week. That way, and that includes me, we will double our capacity or our meeting size. And if we fill up the capacity, I'll just buy more Zoom, all right? It's fine. And we always do Facebook Live. But the point is this, let's all get someone next week, all right? And set your goals for this coming year. When I say goals, make them be realistic. Don't base your goal on, I'm going to be gold, I'm going to be international. That sounds wonderful. But to me, that's rhetoric, to be honest with you. You can have that in your mind. You can write it on a piece of paper. It's okay. The question is, how? What are you going to do to get there? Don't just say you're going to get there. That's like me saying, well, my goal is to go to Japan. How? What am I going to do to go to Japan? What are you going to do to get to diamond or whatever rank that you're trying to get to? All right. Write that down. Specify. What are you going to do? How many people are you going to share this with? How many people in a day, in a week? Because I tell you what, next Tuesday is going to be here real quick. And you may not have a guest. Why? Because one day goes by, 2 days go by, life gets busy. Next thing you know, it's next Tuesday. Oh no, I got to find somebody. I got 1 hour left. Doesn't work that way. Start tonight, unless you're like past Claudia's time zone. And even then, she'll be up working. I know that. So what I want to say is, to finish the call, is we love you. We want you to be successful. I applaud Claudia, J. Michael, every one of you on this call. Of course, Gabby, my wife, she participates as well in these calls. And if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have these calls. So thank you. I appreciate. I'll be on here often, quite often. And I too will be working as part of you guys building this business. So thank you very much. And I want to pass it back over to J. Michael. Thank you for having me on, J. Michael.
Oh, thank you, Dave. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. This has been a great night. And guys, just get your questions answered, but we really do invite you. We are not going to stop. This one thing I learned is when Dave showed this to me a few years ago, and I made the decisions too, I knew quickly whether I became a For Life business builder or not, For Life was going to continue to grow. And we are in our 20th year. We just finished. We've been in business 20 years, and as Dave said, we haven't stopped. We haven't started yet. So it's going to be a great 2018. We invite you to join us on this journey this year. You'll get all the support and more than you'll ever need in growth. What Dave has helped Judy and I and some of our other team here in Texas and Colorado and around the country grow. He said he was a diamond at one time. He was a presidential. Now he has reached the summit, but he knew how he got there. So now he's leading us there, and he's more than willing and so humble, but he is so willing to teach us and show you the roadmap that you have to go either on a part-time basis or full-time basis. But make a decision, come on board and join us this year, and you'll, as he said, this time next year on the second day of 2019, you'll look back and be so glad that you made the decision tonight. Claudia, you want any last words, and we'll close up?
Yes, I want to close by thanking everybody. I also want to thank everybody on the live video. There's a lot of people popping in to see it. And so like I said, I love technology, but I also want to remind or invite, because a lot of people don't know, that our next meeting will be actually Monday. Platinum International, Gabriela Daughtry, and I host a Woman Empowering Woman meeting every Monday at noon Eastern time. So Toronto time is 12, Texas time is going to be 11, and it's 9 a.m. in the Pacific. So that's San Diego, Vancouver, and all of that. So that's Mondays, and it's for ladies only, but we have a lot of fun. It's actually very open space to speak about the things and prepare ourselves for the week. So that is a really good thing that we have started, and it's Woman Empowering Woman. There's a Facebook page that you can join and get the invitations. And again, just to finish up also with the following after that would be our Tuesday evening, which Michael and I will be hosting, and we will have a guest. It may be Dave, or it may be a surprise guest, somebody very successful, very empowering. We actually have many guests that we have as a surprise for you guys. We're not going to tell you ahead of time who the guests are, just to keep it very surprising. But trust me, you're going to love every single guest that we have and their stories. So that's it for me from Toronto, Michael.
Okay, thanks so much, guys. Good night, folks, and have a wonderful year, wonderful first year of the month, and hope you had a great holiday too and got to see family. But we will close out for tonight, say good night, and God bless all of you, and see you next week, same time. Thank you, guys.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.